Most people are insulin resistant and they don't even know. Belly fat, love handles, low energy, cravings, brain fog. If you struggle with one of these, or even more than one, you're probably insulin resistant and you were not aware. The reason of this video is very simple. I just want to debunk certain things that the fitness industry might have told you, and I want you to understand a bit what's behind the scenes. So most of the fitness coaches out there, or the fitness industry in general, will tell you move more, eat less, or you just need to be in a calorie deficit, which of course somehow it's true. Yes, for you to lose weight you need to be in a slight calorie deficit, but it's not just eat less and move more. You need to understand the role of hormones in your body, such as testosterone, such as cortisol, such as insulin. But for the sake of this video, we're just going to talk about insulin and how you can fix these problems if you have belly fat, love handles, brain fog, low energy, even problems sleeping. Or we're going to talk about how to address that with 5 key things that you can start applying today that will literally take your energy, that will take your health to another level. And I seriously believe that this is probably one of the only videos you need to watch to understand the role of insulin in your body and what you can start doing. And this will not only improve your body composition, get you leaner, make you lose fat, and improve your energy levels. This will give you 10, 15, 20 quality years in your life. And I know a lot of pages out there, and even myself, we talk a lot about workouts, we talk a lot about nutrition, but you need to understand hormones. So you need to understand, why is insulin important to manage in a fat loss journey? Why do you want your insulin levels to be low? Why is it important to have carbs in certain timing of the day and not in other timings? For example, why you shouldn't have carbs straight upon waking up. So we're going to talk about it today. So to make this a little bit more structured, we're going to talk about 5 main points that you need to take action on. Very simple, very straightforward. So just try maybe save this video or grab a pen and a paper and write this down, and this is something that literally can start applying right after the video. But pay attention to this, watch it again, share this video as well, because I believe this video can literally transform lives. It's not about six-pack, it's not just about putting people with a six-pack. That's a very superficial view of things. It's literally about optimizing health for every single one of you watching this, and people need to be aware. So the 5 things that we're going to be talking about today are: so the first one, don't eat the first 4 or 5 hours of the day. And why is this? When you wake up, you don't need fuel straight away. So you're in a fat burning state because you were fasting for 6, 7, 8 hours or 9 hours or even more ideally, because I assume that you didn't eat before bed as well. So you don't want to eat at least the last hour or 2 of the day. So when you wake up, don't eat the first 4 or 5 hours of the day. Let your body keep fasting, keep burning fat. Just have water, a little bit of salt, for example 1 liter of water with a pinch of Himalayan salt, a little bit of lemon as well to hydrate, to give you electrolytes. So don't just drink water, because you're most likely not going to retain all that water. You're just going to flush it. And the fact that you're going to put a little bit of salt or lemon, more electrolytes, you retain a little bit more the electrolytes and the minerals, so it's way more beneficial. Not eating the first 5 hours of the day is key, because it gives you structure in your day. So you're not first, you're leaving room for calories later on. So if you want some carbs later on, it's way more rewarding to have those carbs later in the day when you're tired and you just want to relax, or after a workout, than in the morning. So no food the first 5 hours of the day. And ideally, what you want to do is brings me here to the second point, which is break your fast 4 or 5 hours later with high protein, with moderate fat and low carb, okay? And this meal timing and nutrient timing is super important. And again, it brings me to insulin. So when you're fasting in the morning, you're insulin sensitive, okay? So that means if you're fasting for 10, 12, 14 hours or 16 hours, if you're gonna put carbs like bread or cookies or pasta, or you're gonna massively spike your insulin. Now, what you need to understand is every time you spike your insulin, you stop burning fat, okay? So I don't want to be too technical. I want to give raw terms and make you understand in very simple ways. You eat carbs, you spike your insulin massively, you stop burning fat, okay? So of course, when you eat fats and when you eat protein, you spike your insulin as well a little bit. but not as much. Okay, so every time that you eat, you spike a bit your insulin. So the difference is that when you eat a little bit of protein, you spike a little bit. When you eat fats, you barely spike your insulin. When you eat carbs, you spike a lot your insulin, and then you have a massive crash. That will lead as well to more fat accumulation. That will lead you to energy crash. That will lead you to be tired, lethargic, and you don't want this. Okay, so first meal, high protein, moderate fat, low carb when you break the fast. Okay, so rule of thumb. Okay, so steak, eggs, avocado, cottage cheese, chicken, some nuts. Okay, these are all fine, like Greek yogurt. These are all fine. Bread, avoid cookies, avoid pasta, rice, potatoes, like all of these. Leave this to later in the day or after the workout. Okay, there is nothing wrong with carbs, with the right type of carbs. Fruits, vegetables, potatoes, high quality rice, like these are all fine, but you don't need them when you start the day, because probably if you're just going to sit for a lot of hours, 7-8 hours working, like most people are sedentary, so they don't need a lot of carbs. So you need to deserve carbs. So protein and fats you need, carbs you need to earn the carbs. So the more you move, the more you're allowed to have carbs. So leave the carbs to later, especially after the workout. So for example, if you get a workout in a fasted state, let's say 2 or 3 hours upon waking up, you'll get your workout done, train in a fasted state, and then after you can have carbs. Okay, so it all depends on where you are and when you're going to train as well. Okay, so this is not a one size fits all. Okay, so for example, if you're fasting the first 5 hours of the day, then you work out, let's say on hour 5 or hour 6, you can have carbs for your first meal because your body will be highly receptive. Now, if you're not going to train, you don't need carbs. Okay, so ideally what you want is to have like training days, non-training days. Training days, more carbs. Non-training days, less carbs. Okay. Now, number 3, and this is probably the most underrated one, which is strength training, especially in a fasted state. And this is very controversial, especially among the gym bros out there. They will tell you that you're going to lose muscle. You're not going to lose muscle as long as your daily protein intake is on point throughout the day. So it doesn't matter if you have protein straight up on waking up or if you have your daily protein within 8 hours or 10 hours, especially for health purposes. So that's something crucial. Lifting weights 3 to 4 days a week will improve insulin sensitivity. The goal is not more cardio, is not to run more, is not more brutal HIIT classes. You don't need that. Okay, so it's still okay to do cardio. Like if you want to run, it's okay. Do 1 HIIT every week. Like once a week, it's fine. 1 HIIT is perfectly healthy, and actually you should do it. The problem is that most people overdo it. Most people overdo cardio. They run every day or they run 4 or 5 times a week. They do HIIT classes 4 or 5 times a week, and that's way too much. Again, that spikes cortisol levels, increases fat accumulation around the belly. But again, I'm not gonna. If I'm gonna start talking about this, all of this, I'm just going down the rabbit hole, and that's not what I want for this video. So, strength training 3 to 4 days a week. Muscle is the biggest organ in your body. You need to build muscle, especially as you get older. After 40, the more muscle you build as young as possible, the more muscle credit you're going to have. Because after 40, you tend to lose muscle gradually. Okay, testosterone levels decline. You're going to lose muscle gradually. You're going to become weaker. It will affect your energy, your sleep, your libido. Your bones will become weaker. So try to build muscle as soon as you can. Okay, when you're 30s, when you're 40s, it's never too late to start. But you need to start as soon as possible. Build muscle, it's the biggest organ. This will give you the metabolism and the looks that you need, and the health that you need, and the health that you want as well. So build muscle, strength training 3 to 4 days a week, mainly compound movements, squats, bench presses, deadlifts, single arm row, lat pull down, pull ups, dips. So I'm not going to talk here about the exercises, but 80% of the training component should be compound movements. These are the exercises that boost more your testosterone and involve more big muscle groups. So that's what you want to prioritize. And then like train some biceps here and there or triceps. But I see a lot of people like doing a bunch of cardio, then they do hip crunches, then they do bicep curls. Like it's easy to go to the gym, but it's very easy as well to do the wrong thing. So you need a proper system and understand what you're actually doing. So this is number 3. Build muscle. That will help you with insulin sensitivity. That will help you absorb better carbs, and it will improve all your metabolism. Number 4, walk in a fasted state in the morning. So ideally, those first 4 or 5 hours that you're not eating, you want to walk. Okay, walk 20 minutes, 30 minutes, try to walk in a fasted state. Okay, this will be great. Of course, after hydrating, this will help you burn fat, it will help mental clarity, it will help again decrease your insulin levels as well. And this is when it comes to walking. Like, you can just go for outside, like just go for a walk, get a bit of sun. If you don't have sun, it's fine. Like, just walk 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. If you can walk more, even better. Like, wake up earlier, just get your body moving. Try to commit not to eat anything unless you have like at least 6,000 steps. Like, try to make this commitment. I will eat and I will reward myself when I have 6,000 steps, let's say, or 5,000 steps. Okay, make this a reward system. So reward yourself. Walk in a fasted state. You can also lift weights in a fasted state, but I would say first thing in the morning, water, go for a walk, 20, 30 minutes, and that's it. And then you keep fasting. Then just keep fasting, and then 4 or 5 hours later, you break the fast. So this will be the ideal structure. And when I say walking, it doesn't need to be outside. I mean, I don't know where you are watching this, but I mean, if it's snowing, if you don't have time to go outside, or if you don't have a sidewalk or something, I'm not sure where you are in the world. So if you want to tell me down in the comments below where you are, so that will help me know as well where you are watching this video. Just get a treadmill or go to the gym and walk. Like, this is something you can go to the gym every day. There is no problem in going to the gym every day. What you need to understand is you need to do the right things in the gym. So when I say train 3 to 4 days a week, it's strength training 3 to 4 days a week. You can go to the gym every day, and you should, because the more you go, the more momentum you're going to build, the better you're creating these habits. So this is becoming ingrained in your personality. This is becoming part of your identity. So go every day, like 3 days a week, strength training. 3 days a week, the other 3 days you do cardio, walk, incline. Like, these days that you walk in a fasted state, you're going to become a fat burning machine. If you fast in the morning, go to the gym, walk, incline. Put the treadmill 10, 12% incline, walk, put your speed like 3 miles per hour or 4.5 kilometers per hour, 4.7, depends on your height as well, like can be even 5. What you want is to walk on zone 2 cardio. Zone 2 cardio is between, I don't want to be too technical with this, but it's something that you're able to keep up a conversation with someone, okay? So you're not gonna be super tired, you need to be able to hold a conversation. So you're breathing heavily, but you're able to hold a conversation with someone. Okay, so ideally, that will be for most people between 110 beats per minute to 130. So between 110 being the lower range to upper range 130. So between this, get some a device, either Apple Watch or a Whoop, control your heart rate, walk 30 to 40 minutes, incline 10 to 12%. Keep your heart rate between this range, and you're a fat burning machine. You're literally just burning fat. You're not compromising lean muscle. You're not increasing your cortisol levels. And this is the best combination possible. So I know you will go to the gym, you'll go to the treadmill, and you will see 80 or 90% of the people just running and running and running. Don't do that, okay? Don't be tempted. You're on the right track. Keep walking. As long as you get your protein intake, do the strength training 3 to 4 days a week, and you walk a lot, this is what's going to give you the body composition and the health that you want. So don't have FOMO. When you see other people run, think you're doing the right stuff. Walk, incline will transform your health and transform your body. And last one, number 5, and this is probably the most important one, the most underrated one, and the one that people don't care. Like, I'll be honest with you. When I talk about sleep on my social media, if I make a post about sleep, no one cares. Like, doesn't have engagement, people don't care. If I make a post about supplements, huge engagement. Everyone loves supplements, even though supplements doesn't matter at all for fat loss. You don't need fat burners, you don't need most of the supplements out there, you don't need. If you ask me supplements, that's a topic for another video. So let me know in the comments if you want me to cover just a topic about supplements. We can dive in that, but for the sake of this video, we're not going to talk about supplements. Number 5 is sleep, okay? And why is that? If just one night of sleep deprivation, and of course it depends, like if you're sleeping 5 hours in one night, that will decrease your insulin sensitivity by 30%, okay? Around that, okay? So it's not for everyone, but basically every time you're sleep deprived or when you're not sleeping properly every night, you're decreasing your insulin sensitivity by 30%. What happens with this is that this will lead to cravings, this will lead to low energy, this will lead to fat accumulation, This will lead to higher cortisol, which is a stress hormone that will increase the accumulation of fat around the belly and the love handle. So sleep is the number one thing that you need to fix and that you need to learn how to optimize. Don't look for miracle supplements or the best type of workout to burn fat. Fix your sleep. Go to bed at the same time. Try to wake up at the same time. Aim for 7 quality hours. Don't eat the last 2 hours of the day. It will help you with digestion. And get some blue light blocking glasses as well. Again, I can make a video just about sleep. Okay, so again, let me know in the comments if you want a video just about sleep, because this topic is very sensitive. In each of these 5 topics that I'm telling you, I could speak about each one for 10 minutes, but this would be way too long. So let me know just in the comments what's the topic that you would like me to cover. I'll be more than happy and I'll record a topic about it, either sleep, either supplements, either strength training, either best cardio for fat loss, like all these things. I can cover whatever you want. But back again to the topic of sleep is when you're sleep deprived, if you're sleeping less than 7 hours, cortisol will be high. Cortisol is a stress hormone. Every time your cortisol is high, testosterone will be low. Terrible combination. Okay, this will increase cravings, low energy. You're gonna crave junk food. Every time you have a high cortisol and testosterone, you're kind of destroying muscle and accumulating more fat. Okay, that's why it's so important to fix your sleep. Deep breathing before bed, like relax, no screens, blue light blocking glasses, dim the lights, like all these things. Try to fix your sleep before you fix your supplement stack or before you fix your workouts. Sleep, okay? It's the number one thing that will change your health and that will change your body composition. Right, guys, and that's basically it. These are the 5 things that will help you improve your insulin sensitivity, that will help you, therefore, lose belly fat, love handles, lose fat overall, improve your body composition, get leaner, build muscle, gain 10, 15 qualities in your life. Like, I know it's very simple, but this needs to be talked about because I don't see enough people talking about this topic, and it's literally, it's a game changer. This is a game changer. I don't know how come more people don't speak about it. Like, do these 5 things and your life and your health will change. Like, instead of just searching for the best workout, the best supplement, apply these 5 things. Okay, so guys, that's it for today. I hope you found value from this video. Again, I'll be waiting for your comments if you want me to cover any other topics a little bit more in detail, and I'll be more than happy to do that. Now, if you like this video, please like it, share it with someone that might need to hear this message, and don't forget as well to subscribe. I'll be posting way more videos about this topic and other topics when it comes to health optimization, energy optimization, and overall like lifestyle performance. And yeah, and I'll see you on the next one. Let's do this.